Hey, howdy, hey, Simmers. My name is Erin. I play The Sims, and you are watching the next episode of the 100die Fundie Baby Challenge, a challenge in The Sims 4 where we take the 100 Baby Challenge to weird, culty, fundy church. You guys. As you can see, everybody in the fam is exactly where we left them. We have Rose Quartz, Rosie, who is just standing guard outside the cake. Dan Barite thinks he can get on the computer, you naughty boy. Onyx is daydreaming about his new girlfriend and the life that he may have outside of this lifestyle. And our cute little bespeckled Garnet is going to age up. You guys, today is her birthday, and a couple of days from now is Limestone's birthday. I can't wait to see what kind of toddler he gets into. I'm thinking tomorrow we're going to probably have a wedding, so we'll get moving on that, though it could wait until Thursday as well. I don't know if we'll film that much. Y'all, I am comfy cozy before we get started. My hair is up. My makeup is off. My jammies are on. It is after work for me on Monday, January the 15th, when I am recording this. And I think, y'all, I'm probably working on getting sick, if I know me. So, guys, grab a beverage of whatever makes you feel happy. Get nice and comfy, and let's get to aging up. Our 9th kiddo. Oh, everybody is taking their places. Love when everyone plays their part. Mama, where are you? You are all the way over here. Madam, you are going to miss your child's birthday. I'm so sorry. Instead, I just think I'll have the older kids kind of get to talking a little bit. Dad is going to help age up Garnet here, and I think we have Limestone just scooting along. So let's see if I can get a screenshot. I was able to get a screenshot. I'm so excited. Let's see, start this episode off right, get Garnet aged up, and see who this little girl is beginning to become. Garnet aged up, she was fussy. She's a perfectionist. Okay, all right. I forget that she's not aging into a toddler. She's aging into a child. Okay, so I was very confused as to why a toddler would get a perfectionist trait, but it's because she's a child. That's fine. That makes sense, honestly. I think what I would like to do, because she has the perfectionist trait, is give them the Child of the Watcher trait. This is a custom trait made by Jacob, who is making a mod that is much bigger than this challenge, but just fits this challenge so well. I cannot wait to get into this and take a look and see what it has. Oh my, Garnet, my dear, you cannot keep that hair, pretty much nothing. You can keep nothing that you have going on here. Let's pause it here. And now that we are in Create a Sim, we can get a proper look at Garnet. Garnet, I love the dreads, my dear, but you cannot keep them. I do think that I wanted to keep the curly hairstyle for Garnet. Something close to that would be actually super cute. Maybe even this. Maybe Garnet has a wavier pattern to her hair. I don't like how close together these are. Maybe, okay, perfect. Maybe I can help Garnet out a little bit with their eyebrows, with her eyebrows. I will tell you what, guys, with this little perfectionist trait, there's a lot of kids out there that get, like, they understand the assignment, right? Like, they want to help their parents out. It makes them happy to do that. But when they're Watcher Fundies, I always get a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. Let's set this color filter to red because Garnet is a beautiful red stone. And I think that this is a pretty good dress for Garnet because it was the same dress I believe that Rose had. We could just say that Mom recolored it, Mom dyed it possibly. So as I was saying, when it's a Fundie kid, I always worry because there is so much pressure on these children. Certainly personality disorders would be understandable. I think that this is a rife situation to be a pressure cooker that would facilitate personality disorders like anxiety, possibly depression. I think you would see behaviors like people pleasing. And, you know, to be fair, there are disorders that happen in children without having it be any fault of the parents. We're not here to needlessly, haphazardly blame parents for everything. The big thing is that if your child shows a need, you just respond to it as best you can. But this is not the situation that Garnet is in. Garnet has these, I would say she's showing at least that she's got some anxiety-driven behaviors, some attention to detail, which, you know, could be counseled down for her into, you know, hey, let's take your natural tendency to pay attention to the small details and let's make it work for your life. Let's make it something healthy. Let's give you a healthy way to channel it. But unfortunately, therapy is really demonized unless it is by a Watcherite counselor, but specifically in this group, a 100die Fundie counselor, which is going to be blaming a myriad of things on the state of your heart and how good a Watcherite you are. And it's going to be linked with how much you love your Watcher. So I think that counsel like that would probably just push Garnet harder. I hope for Garnet's sake that Garnet rolls heteronormative, because I couldn't imagine all of the stress that would come upon Garnet if they were to also shoulder some deviation from what her cult preaches is, quote, normal, whatever that means. In my personal opinion, whatever you are, however you are, is normal. That's normal for you, and that's what you should do, but that's not the messaging she's getting. There are one of a very few prescribed ways to be. You better fit your round self into that square peg, and they have a bajillion ways that you can use them as the sandpaper to do so. Guys, I think I'm going to take a few minutes with Garnet and give her Fundie makeover. I will be right back. All right, lovelies, we are back. We've already seen Garnet's everyday. This is her formal wear. I decided to give her a cute little bun. Athletic wear, very red, white, and blue, very Samurica. Sleepwear is just this cute little night shift. This actually is part of like the dresses. I think it came with the Eco Lifestyle pack, but I like it as a nightgown. Party wear is this very vibrant little number. It's got some pattern on it. So I decided that she could have it because it was cute. That was it. And then I've got swimwear, very similar to her athletic wear. We have her hot weather wear. Her hair is up for this. And then cold weather wear. Tried to play off some of the colors that come with this outfit. Again, it is the closest thing to a dress we have for girls for weather wear. So that's great. Let's get back into game and start playing. All right, Garnet baby, it looks like she already wants to make something of excellent quality. I don't know what she can make as a child. We might get her a little art stations. I think we had that. Oh, look, Babel milestone is unlocked for Limestone. Good job, Doodle. Limestone is just over here scooting along physically. He is so far ahead. I think I'm going to have Garnet come and babble to him. The kids are just going off and like entertaining each other, essentially. I think that Onyx, yay. All right, so everything was collected from the mailbox by James. Oh boy, we have so many frogs. Guys, let's sell these. Our family members or our friends, maybe folks from the church, know that we are broke. We're definitely broke. And it's hard. This is maybe their donations. I don't know. Let's get rid of this fearsome dragon toy. We do not acknowledge the existence of dinosaurs, dragons, none of that. Okay, guys. So Danny actually has... You guys were great. Whoa, what are we doing? We're celebrating something. I don't know. Danny, actually, you guys had great suggestions for. I asked you guys for how you see Danny. Oh, Juniper. We actually need to get to know her. Juniper is Umber's wife. Umber has joined the church, so James and Beth would expect that Juniper would want to as well. So James is going to introduce himself, and really the kids just going around and doing their whole kid thing and being cute and sweet and polite is going to be advertising this lifestyle. I think that Juniper is going to probably be very impressed by how well-spoken Rose is, and probably be very impressed by how hardworking and self-sacrificing a lot of their children are, minus Onyx, who's catching some Z's because he's tired. You know, mom is making some dinner while all the kids entertain each other. Onyx, what are you doing? He's about to read to one of his siblings while the youngest girl goes and helps her mom cook, and Rose goes to take care of her youngest baby brother. So even though Rose is a loner, Rose knows that that she's expected to be hostess or help her mom be hostess. And I think Juniper, who has had some marital trouble with her husband, I know that they have another baby, is looking at how well run this is and is a little bit envious, and she's supposed to be. So this is a huge selling point. The compliance, that everything seems to run like a well-oiled machine, never mind that the cogs are rusty and that no one takes care of them. But that's okay. That's not what anyone's focused on right now. Right now, we're just going to sit down to a beautifully timed dinner right at 7:30, and everyone's going to sit and just enjoy each other's company. And I think this is going to be very impressive to Juniper. Look at this. It's a nice, beautiful, healthy meal. Like this, there just doesn't seem to be downsides to this. Maybe that they can have this many children and afford this beautiful house. Ooh, Jasper is calling to chat. I do want to answer. Jasper is allowed to talk to us, so thank goodness. Let's see. Oh, baby boy, he's so tired. He's going to be hungry. And then I think mom is going to go put him down to sleep and play him a lullaby. Why not rockabye baby? And then she'll go grab some food. Oh my goodness, look at our little perfectionist cleaning everything up. This is exactly what I would expect. I think that Onyx is talking to his brother. Goodness knows about what. I think that that Jasper's pretty stoked that he has found the love of, that his brother's found the love of his life, that he seems to be following in Jasper's footsteps. Now, before Onyx gets off to bed, because he's very tired, I would love him to be able to ask Jill to come on over again. She was just here earlier in the day, I think last episode, but I would like him to ask her to come over again because he has a very important question to ask her. And I think Juniper is impressed, so impressed. Dad knows Juniper, so I think what we'll do is share our testimony with Juniper and see if that convinces her at all. If she can, then we'll say that she's part of the church. Amazing testimony! Giving an inspired testimony. By sharing their testimony, James has convinced someone to dedicate their life to the Watcher. So she has become saved. She's given her life to me, to the Watcher, under these false pretenses that I'm going to give her a perfect life as long as she does the right stuff. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, thanks anyway. Now, let's see what's going to happen when James invites her to Watcher. Oh, he's proposing. Oh my goodness. Look at this young man get down on one knee. She said yes, as of course I knew she would. And this is so impressive to Juniper. I can't imagine why she wouldn't want to join the church after seeing this. Like, this is just so great, right? These people seem so open. They seem to just love bursts all around them. You know, that kind of stuff, right? Now, they wouldn't have been allowed really to kiss under the Joseph's rules, but that interaction always has that. So we're going to pretend like that didn't happen, although they would have wanted to, absolutely. Let's plan a wedding event, shall we? Ooh, that's 1,000 simoleons. I'm so sorry, kiddo. We cannot spare the expense. Okay, well, now that that is done, and I'm so excited about it, we're going to have a wedding tomorrow. I'm not going to plan a wedding event because actually planning a wedding costs 1,000 simoleons, so we don't have that. He did blow her a kiss. So I think that would even be a little risque, but they're letting them sort of get away with it because they know that they're about to get married and in very short order. So let's send Jill home. And Onyx, you need to rest up because tomorrow morning, or tomorrow at some point, we are going to get ourselves hitched. We are going to get ourselves married. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yes, Juniper really has to go now. I think that she's probably not really been on board with what her husband had said. She came to check it out and is now totally convinced. Mom is just going to get some things cleaned up and head to bed. I will see you guys in the morning. Oh my goodness. We have to fix some stuff. Let's just replace this. Okay, now I will see you guys in the morning. Oh my gosh, the girls have discovered the monster under the bed. I don't know how this is happening because Rose Quartz is actually assigned to this bed, and actually it doesn't look like Garnet is assigned to anything. So let's just assign Garnet upstairs. I will say Rose Quartz is being very sweet and counseling her sister. And while Garnet is terrified, I think that Rose is going to counsel Garnet that through the power of the Watcher, all things are possible, and the Watcher never gives us more than we can handle, and that we are going to confront our fears with the Watcher. And it looks like Garnet was able to rally themselves and feel the Watcher comforting them. So now Garnet got a confidence gain. So I think let's put Garnet to bed, but she's too excited to sleep right now. So I will just be up for a little bit with Garnet, and I will see you guys in the real morning. Ooh, it's 4 a.m. Mom is rested, but really woke up distracted by how dirty the place is. I think it's the laundry, actually. I think the fact that we're not keeping up on the laundry is really just bugging her. This is not the way she wants her house kept. That thing is on fire. Did you guys see that? I don't seem to be able to fill it with compostables, so I'm nervous now. Great. So fun. So Mom's going to go get a shower, and then she is going to take out some stinky laundry. So she's going to do laundry and wash it in the wash tub. Oh, baby. He is awake and sad, Limey. It's okay. Well, Mom, it's going to have to wait. You got to feed your baby. We'll get him some food, get him up, I think, and changed, and bring his little playmat out while we do laundry there. This is kind of like the old days for Beth. She is able to just pause for a minute because she's not pregnant right now and just enjoy this baby like she's not been able to enjoy the others really since I think probably Opal and Amethyst, but even then there was 2 of them at the same time. So this is really the first time that she's been able to slow down. There's not a baby on the way. There are some kids that she has to take care of right now, but because of the aging and the spacing, Garnet is a child. Garnet can bathe herself. Garnet can get herself ready. Garnet can get her own food. That's really important in being able to have space here. Big families happen, and sometimes kids happen in rapid succession. And there are folks that just naturally strive with that pace. It's just part of who they are. And I'm not saying that Beth couldn't be one of them, but she's just, there's only so much that a couple of parents can do. She's getting her baby changed. We're going to go put him down outside, and we'll start focusing on some laundry and then some breakfast for the rest of the household. I think Topaz has already beat us to it. He got some leftovers. Good for him. Let's get him up and ready for the day. Gotta take advantage of all of that. Oh, everything is so full. It's so full. Now, Rose also can sort of help with everything, which is going to be very helpful. The boys are going to be helping with farm chores. Onyx, for the last time, is going to be helping with farm chores, and I am very, very happy about that. He gets to get out. Oh, Mama is sick. No, ma'am. Oh, Garnet's here. Are you asking Mom a question? You are. I got a present that I think is dumb. I want to trade it with a friend or give it back. What can I do? That present was for you. Be grateful. That sounds very fundy. Sure, give it to someone else. Let's return it to the store. That present was for you. Be grateful. That is something that I think a lot of us would counsel our children to do because we want our kids to be sweet, and so does Beth and James. They want their sweet children who are grateful for the things that they have. Oh, it's Fundy Summer Days. Guys, I think I'm going to have to cancel it. We don't have time. Everyone's going to have an awful day. I'm so sorry. It is weddings. Weddings take precedence over everything. This is furthering the Watcher's will to start our families and get them babies going. So let's go take a shower once we're done, sir. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I need everybody to get up. The farm is a call-in. We have crops to harvest. We have animals to take care of. We cannot handle your jabberjawing. Rose is up. Nice job, Rose. Thank you. Can you go? Oh, Mom is cooking. She can't go get anything. So you guys have left some outstanding suggestions both for Danny and Rose, and I really do appreciate it. role that we rolled for Rose, I'll start with her, as being a trans sim, there are actually a few ways that that can be interpreted. Some of you were saying that Rose struck you as either Demitrans, which is a type of trans person who identifies a little bit with their assigned gender at birth, but not fully. They also feel attached to another gender other than, aw, Blow Raspberry milestone was unlocked, that's cute. They also feel attached to another gender. Oh no, there's a fire. Where's the stupid fire? All right, men and women of the house, let's go. Oh my gosh, Garnet discovered a fire. Garnet is on fire. Put her out, put her out, put her out, put her out. Rose, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the siblings came to help. Thank goodness Garnet is not. Oh my goodness, you guys warned me about this. You warned me about this. We don't need to call the fire department. Oh, geez. That is something. Oh my gosh. Replace for 1,300 simoleons. Oh my gosh. Okay, so how do I keep these things from exploding? Well, that was eventful and terrifying. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, okay, so everyone's just going to be setting on their tasks, trying to take care of the farm. I will get everybody doing what they need to do. And I think, oh my gosh. Whew. Rose is just playing with limestone. Oh my gosh. Okay. So either Rose is being seen by you guys as Demitrans. I did see a suggestion that Rose was possibly intersex, just born with either the hormones or physical parts of both genders. And that could be very interesting from a storytelling perspective in general. I had also seen a suggestion that Rose gave you, or that you had a feeling that Rose could be bisexual. Rose did roll that they were straight, and that if we're going on the assumption that Rose being trans means that Rose considers themselves solely male, then that means that Rose prefers women. Now, if Rose is either intersex or if Rose is demitrans, then I could see how bisexual would make more sense for Rose. Definitely we roll, but it's not set in stone. If we get from their behavior, then that's what we're going to do. I'm not closed to the possibility of that. And then it would make, in either case, there could be a couple of ways that we take Rose's story. It could be that Rose is part of what's called the stay-at-home daughters movement. We would go into that a little bit more in other episodes, but basically the stay-at-home daughters movement is this idea that daughters are waiting for their perfect husbands or perfect matches, that they were helpmeets for, all of that, but that somehow that person never comes. There's this idea also that a woman has to earn her right to be a wife, and she has to do that by proving it to her father. Sir, what are you doing? Those are not allowed. You know that. You know better. Garnet just finished her homework. Amazing. So Rose could be part of the stay-at-home daughter movement, is supposed to be staying with her parents to sort of raise them, for lack of a better word, after they are elders, take care of them, help raise children, but is not really expected to marry. Now, in this culture, that is kind of, I don't want to say cruel, it's really layered, because these girls are taught that their entire worth is based around being a mother and a wife, and using that to honor their watcher. And that if they're not doing that, then they are not living the watcher's plan for them, and so would be sinning against their watcher. Now, in the same breath, there is this preaching of something called the watcher's time. So like everything happens in perfect timing as the watcher foresees it and orchestrates it. Let's have Onyx put his little brother in the seat. Give him just something to snack on. He's going to try some finger foods. Good for him. So can be pretty torturous for girls, but if you don't want to marry, it can also be really nice. It's also a way, I think, for parents to, within the restrictive Fundie doctrines to say that, hey, marriage isn't good for this girl, so we're just going to have her be a stay-at-home daughter. I think it's possibly a way worked in so that parents can choose in their wisdom not to force marriage on somebody. Oh no, Limestone disliked banana slices. Okay, we're going to try something else then, huh? Let's have Limestone get put to bed. Now, if we were saying that that Rose was intersex and would be expected to marry, then it could be that Rose does not realize that she's intersex, nor certainly no one else would, and she doesn't find this out till she goes to have children and goes for the only medically valid reason that her cult really realizes to seek medical attention, which is to facilitate the birth of more kids. And it's found out that she has both male and female hormones. We could do that. Ooh, I can't talk to you, Leaf. I'm sorry. I want to. Now, the other sim to consider here is grumpy old Danny. Danny is a kleptomaniac and an adventurer. He also got the aspiration to go to Salvadorado. So we're thinking, all of us are pretty much thinking missionary for him, or mission trip for him. But guys, I wonder, we may re-roll for him or just trumpet. I mean, I don't know how seriously I'm going to take that. I think that he would stay, personally. I see either politician or maybe preacher or writer, something like that, for him to influence the other folks around him. That's what I do see for him. I think that he could be a Salvadoran missionary, as sad as that makes me, and just be running amok there. I see him trying to get up pretty high in the Fundie ladder. That's my vision for him, at least. You guys will have to help me see. Maybe he could be a Fundie influencer. Oh, I don't know. All the things are boiling. I do think his kleptomaniac trait's going to get him in trouble, though. I think it's going to get him in a lot of trouble. So we could play with that. Could be that he steals something that he has to account for, and that could push him out of the faith. So we don't know. Big question mark with Danny. Onyx is in his Sunday best. His fiance is in hers as well. I think that she and Onyx are going to do things a little bit differently than their parents probably would have wanted. They will tolerate it, but they want to make a big shindig out of this. I think Onyx and Jill want to make this something beautiful. You did just see a little shot of the church. They are going to get married in the church, but I think it was important to Onyx and Jill because they are such, like, Onyx is a vegetarian, Jill is a green fiend, she's also a maker, so I think it's very important to Onyx and Jill to kind of preserve what they have around them. And they're not going to buy special suits. They're going to use what they have. They're going to use their Sunday best. And they're going to encourage everyone to just show up in whatever makes them happy. Oh my gosh, this is broken and I didn't even notice that. So Dad just got asked by Onyx to officiate the wedding. He is a preacher, so that's great. Oh my gosh, Jill is working her magic. I can't wait to get her and Onyx married. I foresee a very crunchy lifestyle for them. The baby is asleep. We're going to try to get this shindig a-going. We shall see. It's not an official, like, wedding or anything. I am going to tell them to just maybe walk down the aisle, have James officiate, and then that shall be that, because as much as I love Onyx, he is not our heir at this point, as far as we know, and this is probably the best that I can do for him. I can't wait till our heir gets married and I can go all out. I don't even know if the game will let me officiate it because it just gave me the option to get married. So oh my goodness, Danny, you keep those unholy words out of your mouth, sir. Guys, our boy is getting married. I can't wait to see the crunchy lifestyle that they lead. I would imagine that Jill is very into grounding. She's going to be making her own tinctures. This is probably helped by her Fundie lifestyle. Yay! Getting married. Aw, I love this. James did not get to officiate, but maybe he just sort of took a back seat. Maybe their vows took it over, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, oh, we've got our ring. They maybe even just use their purity rings. Like, they really don't believe in wasting. Oh, guys. They want to be very responsible with themselves, with their bodies. They completely, at least Jill, I think, believes. Yay, they are moving in together. I do want to make their own household. Let's do that. Simply because there's no space, I'm going to pop Onyx over to the Lewis household just for a moment. Now that we're in the Manage Worlds screen, we can do this properly. We're going to go to Manage Households, create our new household, and have Onyx and Jill be the only Sims in that household. I do think Jeff and Jill and Jeff's and the kid's mom, Jessica, would be so thrilled with this match. I think Jessica would be happy that her daughter isn't going to be stuck in the same lifestyle she was. They would set up quite a bit. So I'm going to move over 25,000 simoleons just to get them started. Nice little nest egg. I know I'm doing this from their household, but I gave them like far too much money, too many simoleons in the first place. I think that Onyx would be saving up for this. His parents would require that, actually. He has a nice little nest egg. Jill got a little bit of inheritance as well, so it gives them something to start with. But for right now, what I'm going to do is move them into their marital home. I think that they have been talking quite a lot, and they've heard great things about Evergreen Harbor, that this is a community of people that is just really focused on reducing, recycling, really taking care of the earth, and, might support Jill's crunchy beliefs. There are a few crunchy families here already, so let's just move them in. We're going to let them do it furnished. They're right here in this cute little starter home. I am excited to stream with you on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time like we normally do. We are going to be doing a Where Are They Now stream. We're going to get them all set up. I cannot wait to get Jill fizzing. I can't wait to get Jill and Onyx making their own candles and really working to make this place a close-knit, greener community. I hope to see you all there. But let's get back to our Joseph Sr. household. Oh, goodness. We have our little resident horsey going to take a nap. Everybody is leaving. It is winding down. It's okay, Bubby. It is all right. It was, I think, a pretty exciting day for everybody, but they've got to they've got to move on. This, siblings growing up, getting married is exciting. This is a peek into their own lives, and I think definitely Rose wants to conform. Rose probably wants the perfect promise that is sold to her about this life. Also, regarding Rose's pronouns, because we're not exactly sure how Rose feels about their transgenderism, I'm going to be using she, her pronouns because I get the feeling that Rose wants to be heteronormative. Again, probably, if Rose is intersex, may not even know yet. So until we're sure that Rose is not wanting to be called by any other pronouns or wouldn't choose to be called by any other pronouns, I am going to be using she, her, because pronouns are personal and pronouns are about what that sim would pick. And I think right now, Rose would pick or prefer that you call her by she, her pronouns. Danny, what are you doing? Ooh, his stomach gurgles don't sound good. Uh-oh, are you sick? I think we're going to have Danbarite go to the barn because Danny, our adventurous sim, on his first adventure, I think the most adventurous thing he's really allowed to do, is going to, he's been talking with his parents. They have a little bit more simoleons now. They're more financially secure. So his parents have wanted to nurture his adventurous side because it's very masculine, and they're quite proud of that. So they are going to be getting Danny a horse. Now, they are financially very smart, so they're going to be rescuing this horse. This horse is probably going to have some behavioral issues because we don't know what they've dealt with. Danbarite's liberal use, of medication when he's not sick has caused some uncomfortable side effects. Oh no, I thought he was sick. Oh no. He's over-medicated. This is Danbarite. This is Danbarite on prescription drugs. Any questions? Oh my gosh, you guys, He's under the influence. Oh, what did I do? So he's a kleptomaniac. He's an adventure, thrill-seeking sim. Ooh, I hope I didn't cause a lifelong problem for him. We'll just ignore that, okay? Just kind of like when I had Beth flirt accidentally. It's not my fault. I can't be blamed. Moving along. Ooh, I like Marvelous. Is aggressive and an elder. Well, there's Frosty, who is an adult horse stallion who is aggressive. Oh no. Intelligent though, and fearful. That's great. There is Lady, who is a Shire, who is independent, defiant, and fearful. Frosty is a Nakota. That sounds much more country to me, so it's more believable for the area. Also, Nakota is aggressive, and part of me thinks that Dan Bright, he's gonna deserve it, okay? In his story, he will earn an aggressive horse. So, Frosty, congrats. You are our horse now. I'll tell you what, the freedom that having our 10 required children is giving us is great, because Beth doesn't have to be immediately pregnant, which is lovely, which means that we have the space for a horse. After this, we might try again for a baby, and we'll see what happens. Oh, for right now, Rose is impressing one of the boys, one of the Lewis boys, with her. Oh, our horse is rescued. Guys, I'm going to keep the name Frosty for right now. I would be very interested to see you guys. Oh, beautiful. This is a blue roan. Oh, gorgeous. Would be very interested to see you guys' suggestion for Frosty's name. First and foremost. Okay, Danny, where are you? Where are you, sir? There you are. Let's try to scratch this horse's neck. I believe he's a stallion. Okay. I don't think that they would gild their horses, to be honest. I don't think they would fix any of their animals. I think that they would leave them able to reproduce. Let's see if we can clean these hooves a little bit. And then guys, while Dan Bright is just chilling out, we'll get some kind of horse riding from him next episode. We will age up our beautiful little heir apparent. And we'll see how everybody's story progresses. This is interesting. Dad is talking to Mr. Lewis here, who is stinky. You're stinky. Okay, well, I don't know if you know this, but you need to go home and take a shower. Let's send you home. He is so liking our family that he's staying. So maybe James is getting some ideas. We shall see. She actually has a beautiful ability to play. I did not think she was this high on piano. But otherwise, guys, on our brand new steed, I am going to go ahead and leave it here. I hope to see you guys on Saturday for the live stream to set up Onyx and Jill's new crunchy lifestyle. I'm super excited to be able to play that way. And I honestly can't wait to see what this family has in store for us as we go on. You all, I will see you next time I stream or post. Watch or bless, and as always, happy simming.